Kenyans are likely to wait much longer for a solution that would lead to a downward review in the cost of fuel. The Finance Committee, which was expected to table its report on proposed legislative solutions, requested for more time to compile this report. This as Kenyans continue to await the next fuel review by the Energy and Petroleum Regulatory Authority, EPRA, which is expected next week. Now, in the meantime, two members of the public had petitioned Parliament to repeal Section 13 of the Finance Act 2018. The section introduced an 8% VAT on petroleum and petroleum products, which had initially been tax exempt. Let's get more details now from Chemutai Goin.
With fuel prices having hit a historic high, raising panic over impact on prices of basic commodities and the cost of living, it appears the fate of Kenyans still hangs in the balance.
One of his prayers is
the Finance Committee sought additional time to finalize its report, which contains legislative proposals aimed at bringing down the cost of fuel. The wait lengthened by the looming fuel review, expected next week. The big question, will the cost rise further? Sources within the Gladys Wanga-led Finance Committee intimated to Citizen TV some of the proposals being touted, including addressing the elephant in the room, the 8% VAT imposed on petroleum and petroleum products, the committee proposing its reduction to 4%. The effect of this will be a 22 billion shilling reduction in revenue. Already, the National Treasury had rejected proposals to reduce the VAT, warning that it will drastically affect revenue collection and defund the national budget. The committee also proposing a reduction in the VAT imposed on LPG gas from 16% to 8%, this too resulting in a 4.7 billion shilling reduction in revenue. Further suggestions border on reducing the levy charged on super petrol and diesel from 5 shillings and 40 cents to 2 shillings and 90 cents. The committee also proposing the allocation of money towards stabilization of fuel prices and development of petroleum infrastructure, and also decreasing the gross margins of all marketing companies by 3 shillings from 12 shillings to 9 shillings.
We have seen a further spike in international crude oil prices.
And to cushion the public from the effects of the rising cost of fuel, the MPs have also proposed the waiver of the inflation adjustment on fuel for this year. Other proposals include amending the Petroleum Development Levy Act of 1991 to have the petroleum levy managed by a board similar to the roads maintenance levy. If the August House adopts the committee's recommendations, the National Treasury will be required to revert 18.1 billion shillings to the Petroleum Development Levy Fund. With public discomfort over the high cost of LPG gas, the committee has implored the National Treasury to allow the Kenya Pipeline Company set up an LPG plant to cut down on the monopoly of importation, and to ensure all companies do not transfer the port charges to smaller suppliers. The Kenya Ports Authority has been urged to fast-track the completion of the Kipevu terminal. All eyes now are on the August House. Will it rise to the occasion and come to the rescue of Kenyans? Chemutai Goin, Citizen TV, Nairobi.